In today's day and age, when it comes to long distance hunting and long distance shooting, you have a lot of choices out there when it comes to rifle scopes. But for me, it's most important to know the features and the benefits of each scope before making your purchasing decisions. Here at Swarovski Optic, one of my favorites is our Z5 line. And what does the Z5 stand for? That's a 5-time zoom rifle scope. And most of us grew up hunting where we're used to our 3-9 or 4-12, your typical 3-time zoom. Well, this is a 5-time zoom. So our two models, a 3.5 to 18 by 44 and our 5 to 25 by 52, give you a lot of choices and a lot of versatility. And what does that mean? You're able to go down on a low power, have big field of view. So if you're hunting in the northeast woods, your shots aren't very long, you have that great field of view, target acquisition is really easy. But using the same setup, if you take a trip to Colorado or out to New Mexico where you're taking longer shots at some of these deer at 600-700 yards, you're able to have the versatility to crank that magnification all the way up to either 18 or 25 depending on the specific rifle scope. The other big feature for me is reticles and such that are available on all these scopes. And reticles are such a personal choice. For me, we have our standard Plex, which, I'm a little bit of a traditional hunter, but we also have some of our long distance reticles to choose from. But the biggest thing for me is it's available with our ballistic turret. And the ballistic turret really gives you a lot of versatility. You're able to take your bullet information, your caliber, your feet per second, all this kind of stuff, pump it into our ballistics calculator and come up with the distances that you want. So you could sight the gun in at 100 yards and then have consecutive marker distances at 200, 300, 400, whatever you wanted the gun to be sighted in at. So it's really custom. And to take that to the next level, we actually have our custom ballistic turret where you can call into our customer service department, put an order in, give them all of your information, and you'll have a turret with actual numbers on them. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out of things out in the field, and it is a really nice feature for someone who's doing a little bit more long distance hunting. There's a couple of other features on the Z5 rifle scopes that we need to take a look at that are very important to hunters. One, it's a second image focal plane reticle, which is really popular out there for the hunters. The other one is a 4-point spring coil system, and this coil system was developed for our 30mm rifle scopes, but we transferred it into the Z5s as well. And what it means, most other rifle scopes out there operate on some sort of leaf spring system where it's making the adjustments on the scope, which are very good and tested over time, but this 4-point spring coil system means it's got 4 coil springs making the adjustment. So at the end of the day, what it means is if you're a traveling hunter, if you're shooting a rifle that has a little bit more kick to it, some of the heavier calibers, if your scope's getting bounced around when you're on the hunt, it can guarantee you that it's going to be right there for you every time and there's no movement in that point of impact. So that's very important to the hunters. The other really nice feature is a side parallax turret adjustment. So with shooting a little bit longer distances, you may have to worry about your parallax a little bit. Having this adjustment on the side, simple, easy to use and easy to get to, and it's got a little mark at 100 yards. So when it does get moved out in the field or you move it and you want to go back to 100, it's really nice and easy just to get it back to that original spot. A couple of other features that are really important on these Z5s for me. One is the eye relief. At 3.74 inches, it's got really good eye relief. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty much a traditional guy when it comes to my rifle scopes. I like rifle scopes smaller on the guns, especially if I'm going to be lugging them up the hill after sheep, after goats. You're getting all this technology, all these features, all these benefits. The ballistic turret, you're able to shoot longer distance, high magnification in a much smaller, lightweight package. So at the end of the day, all the features and the benefits you're getting, the glass quality, the performance of the ballistic turret, the choice in reticles, the side parallax adjustment, the 4-point spring coil system, that combined with a small, lightweight body really makes the Z5 an excellent choice for long distance hunting and long distance shooting.